For me is, when I finally went back and finished the second part of my residency and then went to practice, I really didn't practice for that long. I practiced, I think, for 3 or 4 years, which is just when, practicing full time, you're starting to feel a little more confident. You've gained, a certain amount of experience. You just start having some more solid expertise. So when I came back, especially with the gap, I felt like even though I was an older woman and people perceived me as someone older, I was actually a very young physician. And so that evolution in your life as a physician, where you kind of transition to someone who is new and learning and inexperienced, to someone who does feel like they have some confidence, has seen a lot, I think that's been one of the most gratifying things for me in my second round in medicine, is to feel that I'm coming into that stage.
So there's a newness and a freshness to it that it sounds like
that I still have.
Yeah.
And I also agree with what you're saying, is that I think there's that initial hump to anything, and then kind of once you're over that, then you really enter into the meat of whatever it is you're doing, where you can really start to dig in. You know what you need to learn, you know what you'd like to master, and the process becomes bigger and more interesting, I think.
I think one of certainly the challenges, if I've talked to other women who have been out of the workforce for a long time.
I do think that one of the big things, and I've said this to a lot of my friends, my women friends, is, it's hard, and I think when you think about going back, one of the biggest things you need to get over is this fear of people saying no, people rejecting you, people saying, you can't do this. Because there is some of that for sure, and I kind of went through my thing. I thought about paninis, I went to medical writing, and then finally I took so you have to persevere. But I think at the point that you can deal with, no, you can't do that, or I don't think that's a good idea, or as soon as you can kind of absorb that and say, but I'm still going to keep trying, and you lose that fear, then you're good.